y'all, this is the unboxing for the Mystic Mondays Tarot. I got this deck from Amazon. It was $19.19 and it's listed as that being the sale price. I think the original price was $24.95. So it's one of the more affordable decks, but I was in a Spencer Gifts recently trying to get a different deck, and I saw that they had this one there at Spencer's also. So if you have a Spencer's Gift near you, I think it was about the same price, maybe like $20. So you wouldn't have to wait for it to arrive. Not that you have to wait long for Amazon, but just to let you know that if you have a Spencer's, that it might be local. They had a few other decks at Spencer's, but this was the one that caught my attention because I had already bought it from Amazon. So, I can't recall how this came. I don't think it came in a box. So, it was probably the typical Amazon plastic envelopes. But it doesn't look like it suffered any damage, so I'm happy about that. Let me get the exterior plastic off and then we will do the unboxing. Okay, so now that I got the wrapper off, I can tell you that it looks like a very sturdy box. I haven't opened it yet, but it's really heavy. The very interesting thing about this box is it has these little notches cut out of it. You can see right here where, and it's top and bottom, where the cards are actually exposed. That's kind of different. Not sure if I like it or not. It probably doesn't matter. I mean, I'm kind of a Nazi about keeping my decks very as pristine as possible, I guess I would say, but I don't think that you would really have any damage from the little bit of exposure that this box would give. And it is a really heavy box. So let's open it up and see. I love the boxes where the top goes over the bottom, and this is a really, you can hear me knocking on it, it's a very thick cardboard, so it will definitely be protective for the cards. It says trust your intuition. I know that this deck is edged in like a holographic rainbow, which is really cool, and they've got some of those accents on the box, if you could see when I move it around. You could see it's got that theme running through it, and even on the little decorative pattern that's on the box, which is kind of fancy schmancy for a deck that was only $20. So it also comes with a book, it looks like. This is kind of interesting to me. It looks like the box has something on it, but I think that's just the way that it's made. You know, it almost looks like there's some chalk residue on it, but it's not coming off, so I think that must just be the pattern of the cover of the book. So, also for a very affordable deck, it's kind of surprising to see such a big little white book. Let's look at it and see. I'll just open to a random page we can see. Okay, so this will definitely be good for people who are new to tarot and don't already know the meanings of the cards. It's got this little summary of the cards. So for the Ace of Pentacles, it tells you a little bit about that. It's got some keywords. It looks like this is the standard meaning of it, and then maybe this is the reversal aspect of it, if you read reversals. So that's kind of cool, because most decks don't have reversal meanings in the deck if they do have a little white book. So kudos to them. I mean, I think that's a really, really awesome thing that sets this deck apart from others. You know, you get a deck that's less than $20, it's all fancy like this, and it's got not just the standard meanings, but also the reversal meanings. I'm already a big fan. The art in here I thought was a little bit different than your standard art. And, you know, I was kind of on the fence about it for a while because I wasn't sure if that was what I would like. But the more I saw this deck, I thought it was kind of whimsical in a way. Look at the edges. How awesome is that? Rainbow holographic edges. You know, also to have a deck that's edged so fancy, I think you're really getting a lot for your $20 with this deck. I can't think of any other decks that really give you so much for so little. There is some residue that's coming off of the edges, but I guess that'll go away in time. So the cardstock is pretty decent, if you could see the thickness here. It does have a gloss to it, so I don't know. I'm not usually a big fan of glossy cards, but it doesn't seem like it's such a high gloss that it will cause the cards to stick together. At least I hope not. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to flip through so you can see each of the cards. This deck is definitely different from anything that I have already. And just looking at the images, I can see that people would probably be complaining that it didn't have the visual cues to read intuitively if you didn't know the meanings of the cards, but that doesn't bother me personally. Oh, we have a hanged woman instead of a hanged man. Now this is definitely different. It's not that I don't like the art. I think the art is kind of cool. It's just not my usual. But I think that's kind of a good thing because I like to have a lot of variety since I'm a deck collector. I might not use this all the time for readings, but it's just kind of cool to have. And with the price point, you really can't beat it. I mean, it's 20 bucks. Nowadays, you can spend 20 bucks on just about anything very fast. So I would say that if you're new to tarot and you want to learn the actual meanings and use the book that comes with it, this would probably be a really good deck for you. If you are an intuitive reader who likes to just get your meanings from the art on cards, this probably isn't going to be very helpful for you. But if you're looking for something a little bit different, I think this is a good deck to take a chance on. This one reminds me of the Northern Lights. I haven't really heard much talk about this deck. I've seen a few readers that have used it, but I don't know what the general consensus is on this deck. I guess I'm gonna probably be using it more as like a novelty deck than, you know, my typical go-to. Not necessarily because I'm an intuitive reader, because I can read any cards, I know all the meanings, but because let's just say that the art doesn't necessarily speak to me. It doesn't. I've got so many great decks that I think I would rather be using. But again, if you like the art on this, I think it's a super buy. I think they did a really great job not cutting any corners on this deck. The quality of it is much better than a lot of decks that I paid $50 and $60 for. And I guess when it comes right down to it, we all pick our decks, you know, based on our own personal preferences. I don't know what style this type of art is called. If anybody knows, and you can comment down in the comment section, I would really appreciate that. Like I said, I've never seen an unboxing for this or heard anybody discussing this deck. I just saw a couple readers using it and I thought, oh, that's kind of cool for 20 bucks. If it were a pricey deck, I definitely would not have bought it. So there you go. Let me know what you think of this deck, and if you would like to see me do any unboxings for decks that I haven't already done. I have a couple decks coming, and I still have a couple more here that I need to do. But I'm always looking for some new cool decks. And like I said, I really love the edging on this deck. I don't have anything else like that. So I think it'll be a good addition to my collection. Thank you for watching.